Reroll.
It's the most premature of all rolls.
In the name of starting on time.
In the name of starting on time. It only took us the entire season to get there.
Yep. Don't worry, we'll break the habit by next time.
No, I won't. Maybe. There it is. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Curse you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Bezos.
Jeffrey Bezos. Stop with the ads.
Please, Jeff, you're killing your platform. Please. Oh God, what else do I need here?
What if he's just a deep cover operative from YouTube all along?
What if he's like, I'm buying YouTube now? That would require him buying.
I mean, I would believe that if they weren't owned by Google.
That would, yeah, I'll say it. That would require him buying Google, probably.
Right. Bezos got a lot of money, but I don't think he has that much a lot of money.
I don't think, yeah. I also think that Congress would probably get involved. Maybe I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, judging by how they seem to think Microsoft owning Call of Duty
yeah,
constitutes a monopoly of video games, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, people get all spun out about their Call of Duties.
Yep.
We got 10 seconds, by the way. Oh, I didn't fill my water before this. F. That's okay.
Way to go.
I guess I was being thirsty.
We were on time.
Nope, we're going at the expense of my hydration.
You need liquid.
I actually drank over a gallon of water already today, and I'm pizza wasted. But it's time for Pokeboomers Gen 5 Episode 9, the flowchart finale. I am still Hugh with Tech the Shot Media, and I am joined as always by my fellow co-hosts, whose name should be in the stream title, but if they're not, there they are in chat. It's Mr. Vimbert.
Hello, Gen 5 the best.
Oh my god, we're starting early. Now that we've disabled pre-rolls, we can end the stream. And then Avalen, VT.
What's up?
We're done. Gentlemen,
It's over.
We're done. We have
It's over.
We have a follow the flowchart through its entirety, and we're getting the heck out of Unova.
I told you, believe in the flowchart.
Believe in the flowchart. But we're just gonna we got our overall reviews for the gens, and we got our MVP discussion. So we're just gonna jump right into our week in Nuzlocke. Spare no time. Avalen, why don't you talk about your week in Nuzlocke, buddy?
So, my week in Nuzlocke was a doozy. We started off pretty strong, and then I lost Fracture. I think it was like to a trainer in Victory Road. I was like, okay, everything's fine. We're just gonna bring in Dreadigon, put him on the dupes for the next gens, no problem. And then we went further into Victory Road, and then I lost another Pokemon. I'm like, well, there's my counter for the flying, or for the fighting. We got out of Victory Road. We did some grinding. I took a look at my team. I was like, okay, this is going to look like a Chandelure and Darmanitan show. So I decided to go up against the Ghost trainer first. And I hit Shadow Ball over and over again. And then, not thinking, I switched into another Pokemon, and I got that killed. I brought Chandelure back in, who was faster than the Ghost, and took out the Ghost Elite Four trainer. Then, I went to the second one, and Chandelure just took care of that. And then I had a choice between the fighting and the dark. I chose the fighting. I did the best to my abilities, but we went into the Dark Elite Four member with 2 Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, well, there's nothing I can do at this point. I can't back out of the Elite Four to go get my backups. So then we went to the Dark Trainer. And everything fell apart, and I wiped.
I think there was a point where you clicked Dragon Tail, and I was like, that was probably the run right there.
Yeah,
That
I
does
don't
sound
know.
familiar.
I don't know what I was thinking with that.
There was
It's like,
a.
oh,
Yeah.
It can be difficult in a Nuzlocke when you start to tilt a little.
Yeah, no, it's something. Yeah, like once you're down that many Pokemon, it's something that it can easily spiral into. But like we both said in the DMs, we honor the run back and we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And also, we statistically are better than Blastburn Radio in Gen 5. So because two hosts, our rule set was a little easier though, so I don't know if it counts. But two hosts cleared, three. Well, spoiler alerts, but. Yeah.
Not everyone wiped? My God.
Yeah. Did you have anything else you want to add, Valen?
Nope.
Okay.
Very final, that nope. I guess that brings it to me. I have a little bit of a benefit going in kind of the middle. The schedule of our streams is kind of important this week, so I want to go over it a little. I got to see Avalan's whole streams for the week, and he was first for the week, so I knew Victory Road was going to be kind of rough, and I knew that the level cap was 51, and that's our Elite Four level cap, so everything goes in at level 51. So I went into Victory Road with everyone at level 48 because I was like, I don't want to lose anyone going through that, because I got a little intimidated. But I benched my long-suffering, mediocre ice cream cone and brought back an evolved Gotharita Infinite Arc. I went back to the more of a serious, which I had accidentally skipped for some citrus berries, and then had a pretty smooth battle versus Charon. I think he knocked one of my Pokemon down like further than I would have expected, but didn't lose anybody. It was fine. I caught a good Durant in Victory Road, and then proceeded to dodge almost every trainer. Like, I truly had not understood how many trainers you could avoid. Like, I think I fought maybe 2 or 3 trainers the whole time, and I was like, that was it?
That was a smart way to do it.
Yeah, well, part of it was the benefit of spying. Like, I was about to run into the monkey trainer, and I was like, wait, I saw this on Hugh's stream. This leads to nothing but, like, a full heal or something.
Ew.
So, no. But then, of course, I had to come back and take on the Elite Four. It was a real fight, because I knew I wanted to save my Haxorus Seduce Sword for N and Gestus, because I would be pursuing a Dragon Dance strategy. So I held her back, even on people like Grimsley or Ghost Lady. I don't respect her enough to remember her name.
Chantel.
Where, sure. Where some of the moves would have been handy, but I did have 4 of my Pokemon give their lives for the cause. I was very much operating under I just need to finish the run. I just need to finish the run. Like, I have a tendency to kind of leave Poke corpses in my wake. I think this was the week out of all of Pokeboomers where you could see that the most. Particularly, I had a shiny Watchog that needed to die, but I felt it could still perform one last service. But Escavalier, I don't want to go over the Elite Four in particular because my Gestus fights were crazy. I just want to shout out my Escavalier Wishblade. Put in a ton of work. Just, like, landed a few really important critical hits. Was able to really wall things. And just, Bug is surprisingly great to have in this Elite Four. But then I got to the end fight. I Master Ball the Legendary, banked it, got to chuckle about the game being like, are you sure you don't want to bring the cover Legendary? And then hit Dragon Dance once on my Haxorus and swept. But Gestus got a little nuts. I knew from some calcs and looking at my stats that I would need 2 Dragon Dances because my Haxorus has excellent attack. It had nearly max IVs and an attack increasing nature, but almost nothing in speed and a speed decreasing nature. So I felt I would be fine with attack with only 1 Dragon Dance, but if I didn't hit 2, then I might get outsped by the Hydreigon. and I felt that would be the end of my run because I had nothing else that could fight it well. Because I got basically no fighting my entire run. But while getting that set up, I got hit by a toxic, which I petriberried away. But then it hit me with a second toxic, and the Cofferigus got 2 protects in a row. So I was sitting there fuming while my HP just kind of melted away. But Seduce Sword, my Haxorus, took out Cofferigus, Hydreigon, and Buffalant easily before going down to Toxic. Next up was Seismitoad, and one of my backups entered the Exceligor, took out with Giga Drain, Banana for getting kind of banged up a bit. And then next up was Bisharp, who got yawned from my Exceligor before he took him from around 80% health to dead in one blow. And then I brought out Finalia the Golurk, one of my backups who I was about the most excited for. I was like, okay, so I might get hit by like Night Slash here, but he's pretty tanky, he should be okay. I can Brick Break once he falls asleep, and then of course the Bisharp crit Night Slashed him, so the only thing that Pokemon got to do was come in and die.
Yeah.
I brought in Old Glory, my Caracosta, who finished the job in a Bisharp, but who, of course, only slept one turn and woke up and crit Night Slash again. So Old Glory was at, like, crit health going into Electros, who I flung as much as I could with Old Glory, basically one Aqua Jet, before going down. And then I guess the Kling Clan came in, and thanks to some high rolling returns, the AI just like taking pity on me and not using a full restore that I know Gestis still had, got the job done. But it was narrow. I was losing my mind for a good 2 hours straight.
When your Golurk got one tapped, I was like, this just took a really bad turn. Like
Yeah.
that was the part where like the double protect. Did you bring up the double protect?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Like I was trying to think of like playing the fight back in my head, and like the double protect was an oof moment, but one of those things that like it's 50%. Like your whole shtick is the gambling thing, right? Like that's a very real thing that could have happened. But yeah, I was like Golurk probably survives one if I assume you EV trained it tankily, I guess, but
Yep, and I literally pulled up a calc with my stats, and I was like, okay, so we'll get hit for around 60%, and then the crit, and I was like,
no, yeah, Night Slash has the
Brick Break.
Yeah, Night Slash has that critical hit increase, so
It does, yeah.
Yeah, though, and then like the very end of it was a total nail biter. I was like, oh god, I was like, because I thought because like he didn't use any full restores, did he?
No, he used a full restore on
Okay, so yeah, he only has
someone.
one. He only has one full restore, by the way.
Oh.
That's what we know now. I know now.
Well then.
But like, had he had another full restore, I was like sitting there like basically chewing my nails. I'm like, fuck it, like this Electros full restores right here. I think Vim's done. But then like the full restore didn't happen because now I know that it only has one full restore. Or Getsus only has one full restore, but which is a weird decision to me. Like everybody else gets 2 at least, but they're like Getsus only gets the 1. But made for some good content. Yeah, Getsus is poor as shit. There you go.
He bankrupted himself on that castle.
Yeah, exactly.
He's still paying that shit off.
That shit ain't gonna fund itself. The big Harmonia names in shambles. Yeah, I pay attention to the story. What?
But yeah, that was my week. It was the typical chaotic mess.
Alright, that just leaves me. Yeah, like Vim said, I let off first on Saturday, and I went through Victory Road, and I think my average level was around 46. Yeah, I think it was like 46. Just I got above Sharon, whatever Sharon's ace was. I was like one level above that, and I realized I should have got it higher because Victory Road was spicy, and like looking back on it, I didn't know at the time that Archeops was going to play a pivotal role in my Elite Four. But I was kind of losing fast with Archeops and Victory Road, so there's times where I'm like, well, I guess we just keep it in, because, like I said, I didn't think it'd be useful in the Elite Four, but we got through Victory Road. Then we lost sleep a bunch of nights trying to figure out what our team was going to be, and like just calcing everything I could possibly calc, and unlike Vimbert, I have a really, really bad dragon. Everybody in the Discord knows I have a bad dragon because I won't shut the fuck up about how bad it is, but it's a bad dragon, damn it. Like, 3-0 IVs in defenses. It has a 28 speed as its redeeming quality, which will play into effect later. But we got to Thursday and we decided the final team was going. We had our final team set up, and we started with the Dark Trainer, who Loki drain punched everything to death. Besides the Crocodile, when the Crocodile came out, Loki U-turns out, Archeops comes in, Big Yatagarasu, and immunes the Earthquake. Then it U-turns out, battle's over, first one done. Done with the game, and still making excuses. It's true, 100%. But the next trainer we went to, God, who did we go to next? We did the Psychic one next, yep, and the Chandelure just punched holes right through the Psychic trainer. It wasn't like, there was like one maybe with the Reuniclus, I think, but everything else just got absolutely demolished. We had a pretty decent Chandelure. It had a neutral nature, so that was like more than enough for me. Let's go. And yeah, after that we went to Marshall, where we went full send with Yatagarasu again, the acrobatics. I really like did not have a plan for Marshall either. Like I kind of like scratched my head about it all week because just between that throw having guts and then the sock having sturdy, I was just like, fuck, like I don't know, like and we get there, we acrobatics the sock, the throw, it goes down, and then the sock comes out, and then we U-turn out to break sturdy, bring Kafagrigus in, and it gets mummy, takes some rock damage, but it's still, like, it hits all of its stone edges. It didn't miss one stone edge the entire time, and I'm like, well, we bring, after, like, we take, what do we do? We put Will-O-Wisp on it and ran through one full restore, and then we ran through another full restore with Shadow Balls. Then we put Will-O-Wisp on it again, brought Archeops back in, and it got hit by a stone edge, but with the Will-O-Wisp, its HP was barely above 50%. Like I had to be like, is that 50%? And then the chat was like, do basic addition, and I was like, no, I don't want to. So but then I did, and I realized that it was about 50%, so we acroed the rest of the time. Then after that we went, oh yeah, Anubis died off screen, sorry, I forgot to bring that up. I was like Archeops died. I was like, oh wait, someone's before Archeops in the thing. But the Ghost Trainer, we put Archeops in, and I just basically like had it crunch stuff until it got killed. It was unfortunate, but I needed that extra slot. It turns out I didn't need that extra slot, but I was like, there are better Pokemon to bring to the Enengetsus fight, and Archeops, one of my best Pokemon. It's not winning any MVP battles, but it was really good IVs, had a jolly nature, it was a good Pokemon. It's just, its typing doesn't leave much to be desired in the Enengetsus fight, and that fight was so tight with Calyx and everything else that I was like, no, I can't just bring it because it's a good Pokemon. And it was literally green health. Yeah, true. I don't know. Hey, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a math magician. But we killed that, and then we brought out Chandelure, who killed the rest of the ghost Pokemon, and then we went on to Enengetsus, and I sweated about Enengetsus for so long because my dragon is so bad. I was like, it doesn't survive a crit. However, if we Dragon Dance once, we can do the plan that everybody else did. Well, mostly everybody else.
And it's not even the problem wasn't even a crit with Hyper Beam. It was a crit with the resisted electric move, right?
Yep, the resisted fire move, but yes.
Fire move, yes. Because
I have a 0 special defense IV and a special defense decreasing nature. Even like the resisted move would have killed me on my Calyx. Like, granted, like, I don't know about when everybody else does Calyx, but when I do Calyx, I just assume they have 31 IVs for like worst case scenario, right? And then I'm like, yeah, well, like, it's either do this Dragon Dance plan. Well, the two options was the Excadrill plan, which didn't get enacted. But that would require N being a lot more dicey. It would require a lot of switching in and out on N to get through. But we ultimately opted to do the Dragon Dance plan, and we clicked Dragon Dance, and then it didn't crit. It didn't even bring us below 50%. So we had Dragon Dance once, and we slept through all N's team. And then the next guess that starts, Kafagrigus comes out, Dragon Dance 2 times, punch holes all the way through. I think we made it to Seismitoad, so we just needed our Haxorus to kill Hydreigon basically was like the biggest holdup. But
Yeah, that's the big thing if you do the Dragonlance plan.
And the AI sees Dragon Pulse as a kill, so it brings it in next. And so we killed Cofagrigus, we killed Hydreigon, Seismitoad, and then there was one other, I think. Bisharp. Yep, we killed Bisharp.
Mm.
And then Toxic killed Haxorus. Gosh, and then I can't even remember. It's kind of all a haze because like I kind of talked about it in the pre-show, but like you can tilt when you're doing bad, but you can also tilt when you're doing really good, right? So like I lost Loki, my Mienshao, and I absolutely did not need to like lose it. Like watching the VOD back, I'm like, oh, that Pokemon totally lives. I think Cofagrigus still has to die, but Mienshao's death was 100% avoidable. And so Haxorus goes down to Toxic. The Electros kills Loki, my Mienshao, and it kills Mott, my Cofagrigus. But then Excadrill comes out and Revenge kills, and we get the dub. And I never have to play Black and White base ever again. So it was a good night. I was really hyped. Slept like a baby the next night. So
yeah, it's even for me who's enjoyed this gen. Like there was a lot of like stress leading up to it. I think the day of the stream, I was like, okay, well, you know, I am waiting for my new job to start. I can just like relax until the day of, but I was like, wait, I have one other Pokemon that would be a better backup. Let me spend 6 hours training it up.
I speed ran my Jellicent from level 18 to fully EV trained at level capped about an hour and 45 minutes before the stream. So big ups to Pokerus. But okay, but yeah, moving on to our next section is honoring the fallen. And hey, guess what? Everybody has some fallen to honor. I'm gonna kick her off. I guess we could do like the total honor of the fallen too. I guess if you guys want to, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. You guys don't have to, but the only other ones I lost outside of this week was my homie Zebstrika, Thor the Zebstrika. It was a really good Pokemon. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and as soon as it died, I was like, ooh, I leaned on that thing for a lot of stuff like fire coverage, my electric covers. It was fast. It was just a menace in PvP every week, but it got leaf bladed and got killed. Critical hit like from 84% like or something ridiculous like that, so that sucks. Then our next victim was Anubis, our shiny Stoutland, who I shit on the entire time I had him until he evolved into Stoutland, and then I will say that was a good it did work as a Stoutland. I would be a liar if I didn't get a lot of use out of him, or her, excuse me. Anubis was a girl. I got a lot of use out of it. It was a Stoutland. It kind of was a hindrance in PvP every week, but we still did fine enough in PvP that it didn't matter. But yeah, the fact that it could learn our surfing dog too, that was like the biggest, one of the big PogChamp moments of this generation was I was like, oh shit, you just learn surf. Let's go, surf dog. And that was nice. So killing it off stream is kind of lame, but also flowchart. So we killed it off stream. And then we get to our Elite Four finals. Like I said, Archeops died. We kind of already went over all these. Archeops died. Archeops was... We brought it out last week in PvP too, just for the meme of the defeatist moment, and we got our ass... Well, Vimmer kicked our ass. I think... we beat a Valen, but... yeah, Archeops is an interesting Pokemon. I think if we allowed gems... I think Archeops becomes even more disgusting because acrobatics plus a flying gem is disgusting. But that's another thing. Blastburn Radio used gems and we did it not, so the jury's still out. Look out. Yeah, exactly. I was like, my plan was to always get Archeops because I took a water starter, but I was like, oh man, like stab, like acrobatics with stab and a power gem is just so like. That's what it just turns PvP into who pilots their acrobatic spot better, and I didn't want that. So Archeops did a lot of good work in the Elite Four, got us past our biggest hurdle, which was Marshall, in the Elite Four proper. Haxorus, big flowchart. Renamed it to flowchart. I think it was Izanagi. Yeah, Izanagi originally. But the thing, I got so hyped, you know, it was one of those catches that I was like, fuck yeah, we got a Haxorus, like, here's our win con, let's go, you know, and then I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, it has an attack increasing nature, special defense, whatever, who cares? And then I punch in its IVs, and I'm like, I think Vimbert, you were watching and you punched in the IVs before I even did on stream, right? And you were
Yeah,
like,
I think
yeah,
the exact message in chat was Hugh. I'm so sorry.
yeah, yeah. You beat me to the punch in, and it was just not good. It did good in the Dragon Gym, and it obviously did really good and then in Getsus, so that's all we needed it to do. But I think it's a good testament to show that if you have something that can Dragon Dance, it's broken, and even with like the worst IVs possible, it can still get it done. And yeah, other than that, I think the Loki was a newcomer, my Mianshao. It still had Pokerus on it when it died. That's how long it's been on my team. So it's a good Pokemon. I really like it. I'm not as big a fan as people in the community are about it, but I still think it's a pretty cool Pokemon. But the one that hurt the most actually was Cofagrigus, my big Mott. He's kind of been around for a very, very long time, and I've gotten use out of him every single week. Not so much in PvE, but he's like a mainstay in PvP. Is where like Mott really shines. Had he got like, I think if he got a little more use in PvE, he would have been the clear run for my MVP. But unfortunately, he just like, it was always one of those things where I was like, oh fuck, I gotta keep the experience. He was a good mod to put experience share on at all times because you're probably not using him in regular battles because he's just not like, doesn't have the moveset for it. Like if you just keep him set up for PvP, and then
I think part of that might just be like your taste, because I noticed you like to like scumbag toxic protect stall a lot less than I do.
Yeah, no, I don't think I didn't toxic protect at all. So I don't. I brought Hayes into the Elite Four because I'm a baddie. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I was like, the worst part about that was I saw it twice. I was like, ooh, I still have Hayes on this thing, like in the Elite Four proper. Then I bring it into Getsus and it comes out for Getsus. I'm like, fuck, he still has Hayes in it. Hey, Hayes would have been really good for PvP tonight if my Cofagrigus was alive. But yeah, those are my dead. Vimber, it's all yours.
So I did remember that I've got a brief list of the other fallen, so I'll go over the ones before this week just very quickly because I do still have 7 of them. Perloin got killed through my own stupidity. That's whatever. Timpole got killed through my own stupidity early on. That one kind of hurt because I like water ground. Basculin died to clay. That one was a bad crit and then just needing a sack. Whirlipede died to clay because I was running out of options. My starter, Snivy, died to clay because, see previous.
He fell victim to Ford Truck Month, baby. It's all about Ford Truck Month.
Truck month.
Yeah, Servine. Sigilus died to clay because I was like, okay, this could be a nice back. Nope, it's still gonna die. Great. And then my Emolga died to a random trainer because I forgot Aquajet existed. So also through my own stupidity. But the fallen this week were my shiny Varatha the Watchhog was marked present. I never forgave him. Infinite Arc the Gotharita. Very cool Pokemon with a good design. Came in handy a few times, but I feel like she never really performed well. That was probably partially on me. I was really lazy on training those EVs. But, oh well. Wishblade the Excavalier. A really strong candidate for my MVP. Came in late to the party, but Bug Steel is absolutely crazy typing and had great nature, great stats, got a lot of work done a lot of times. Syncreto, my Cofagrigus, the best ability in all of Pokemon and is a great stall wall, which I always appreciate. This was the one out of the Elite Four that it really, really hurt to lose. Like, it also hurt to lose Excavalier, but I have a soft spot for Cofagrigus because it gets rid of abilities. And I like that. Snoosaur the Haxorus. Without her, I probably could not have cleared Energestus. Like, straight up. I had almost no fighting. Absolutely key. Entered the Exceligor. Did its job hitting the Giga Drain button. Wasn't quite as good as I expected it to be. I don't really have much else to say. Finelia the Golurk, all it did was enter the battlefield and get crit to death. I'm sorry. And then Old Glory the Caracosta, truly the old guard. I gotta say, he survived my near wipe to clay. He survived dying at the Elite Four, but couldn't evade a mass death thrice. Was a total workhorse once I was finally able to evolve him, and just a solid mon. I think you brought up multiple times that you think this was my best Pokemon of the run. I think there's a strong case to be made for that, and was an absolutely great water type.
Hey, if you guys are gonna play Gen 5 Hardcore Nuzlocke, definitely pick the turtle. Don't pick Archeops. unless you're doing gems, then by all means.
Turtle's pretty cool.
The turtle's pretty good. But all right, Avalon.
Okay, so
I'm
first
sorry,
run.
Vim. Were you done, Vim?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
it.
sorry.
So my first wipe. I don't even remember all the ones that died. Second run, I lost a Zebstrika, a Venipede, a few others. I would check to see what they are, but I took the save file for Pokemon White, put it in the trash can, and hit the empty trash can button. But for this week, it was Doomslayer, the Fracture. I thought it was going to live. It did not live. Then Krieg, the Swanna. I hit Aerial Ace on the Conkeldurr, and then it proceeded to hit me with Stone Edge, and I died. I was like, huh. Samus 2, the Darmanitan, died in the fight. Yes, in the fighting Elite Four member. Boo, the Chandelure, died in the fighting Elite Four member. Troy, the Excavalier, died in the Dark Trainer. He was one of my last ones. To the Crocodile, I believe. Claptrap 2 died in the Dark Elite Four member. He was the last one. Rex, the Dredigon, died in the fighting Elite Four member because I hit Dragon Tail instead of Dragon Claw. And then King K. Rool, the Crocodile, died in the Ghost one because I did a quick panic with Chandelure because I thought her Chandelure might have been faster. And that's all my fallen.
All right.
Many bodies.
Many
And
bodies.
yeah,
Oh,
you just said in the chat, and yeah, I agree. Stone Edge was very accurate against all the hosts. I think we saw like one miss out of all of us in all of our Elite Fours.
Yeah, it was very. It's 85, right? It's not 80. I'm not a crazy
It's
person.
80.
It's 80. Jesus.
It's
All right.
80.
Yeah. First side note: I don't know why Game Freak hates rock type so much. Second note: 80% accuracy. Like, yeah, we should have saw more misses, but we didn't. All right, we say goodbye to our fallen. Yeah, I think with Avalon's 2 waves, it's probably the bloodiest generation so far. But
Yeah, I think that's pretty incontrovertible.
I still think Gen 2 is actually, because Vim wiped, I wiped, and we had more people that lost Pokemon.
I also killed probably.
Maybe.
I think I killed. I think 8 in Gen 2, which is the most I've ever killed. Well, actually,
So just for us,
no,
that's
never
20
mind.
right there.
I only killed 5. I just had that one really bad week, and then I kind of screwed my head on. So I had the bad week too, where I forgot that rock hits bug flying really hard, basically. But
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You also got ambushed by the rival going out of Azalea Town, if I recall.
Oh no, that was like the Hulock, but like Schoolboy Chad,
Oh,
youngster Chad,
Schoolboy Chad.
yeah, Schoolboy Chad killed 2. Yeah, so I killed 6 total, but it's close between which is the bloodiest gen. I think. I don't know. You guys both collectively killed a lot of Pokemon in Gen 3.
Yeah.
Well, Gen 3 for me is like what Gen 5 has been for you guys. It was like, oh my god, I just want to get out of here.
There was no Wapes in Gen 3, but I think I don't know. It'd be fun.
I easily killed at least 13 Pokemon
Yeah.
in Gen 3.
Mm-hmm.
It may even be higher.
There was like
8 minimum for me.
you killed more than that because there was weeks where I was like, are you guys having a fucking contest to see who could kill the most Pokemon? Like, for new viewers, I played Gen 3 was my best Nuzlocke. I didn't drop a game of PvP. I didn't kill any Pokemon. Like Gen 3 was my sweet spot, but then I had these two that were like into the wood chipper, 3 Pokemon every week. I'm like, guys, you need to stop killing Pokemon if you want to clear.
But we did a wipe.
I hate water so much.
Yeah, there was a lot of death in Gen 3.
That's why you like this gen. There's not a lot of water.
There's no water.
Yeah, that's what it must be.
Speaking of why you like
Get
this,
into that.
yeah. Speaking of why you like this gen, perfect segue. Let's kick it over to our review and MVP section with Vimbert leading the charge.
Sure. So I'll go over MVPs first. My MVP, this may be a bit controversial because basically is on here just for endgame. It's my Haxorus Seduce Sword. Crazy good stats. Literally facilitated me clearing N and Gestus. I'm convinced there was no other pathway I could beat those teams under our rule set with what I've caught unless I pursued a Dragon Dance strategy. I don't think it was otherwise possible. If it carries the run, it's an MVP. Agreed. Hugh, I'm actually he didn't make it on the team, but I gotta kick it back to that throw. Just a giant stat stick that was a menace week after week after week in the run and in PvP.
He's on the PvP team. Don't worry.
Oh, good. And then Avalon, I think it's the clap traps. I kind of kept underestimating them, but Steel's a really good type, and like you pursued more of the charge beam, like special attack increasing strat than I was personally comfortable with, but you made it work a few times where it was like, oh god, this is gonna get a claptrap killed, but no.
It just kept going and kept going.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now my thoughts on the gen and review. I have good points, math points, and bad points. I did not like everything in this gen, but I liked it a lot, which makes me an outlier in among my colleagues. For the good, I really like the linear region design. I completely understand why people would think differently, but I have essentially no sense of direction. It's really easy for me to get lost in video games, so I appreciate it just basically just straight line, go, 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 go. That's a minor point, though. Reusable TMs. My god, so good. Not having to fret about oh, where do I use my one Earthquake TM? You get Earthquake, you're just good. Just go. Slap it on wherever.
Did you get Earthquake TM, though?
No, but I did get TMs like Acrobatics, Thunderwave, Return, HMs are barely a thing. We did not have to cart around a Pokemon with Strength, or Rock Smash, or Cut to be able to perform basic plot progression and clear hurdles required to advance. They just did that through the story. Such a good change. You could still use those to access, other areas, like the P2 laboratory and all that, but you never needed HMs. HMs are one of my least favorite things in Pokemon, so seeing them less of a thing, loved it. I really like being forced to use the new decks. I know some people are not crazy about these designs and about some of the Pokemon, but I think it's a pretty solid regional dex. I like having access to them from the start and not being able to just be like, okay, I go fishing here, I only have the old rod, so it's going to be Magikarp, okay, I can evolve it up to a Gyarados. I gotta be like, okay, what do I have to deal with? What can I catch out of this new crop? Which I liked. Gym leaders, generally, there were a few exceptions, but they felt pretty challenging. I felt like it was a really hard ask to hard mode anything, and I really enjoyed that, because sometimes gym leaders could be a little face rolly in past seasons, and we got a little less of that. I liked that. I'm not really going to praise the story. It's still a Pokemon story. My rating is in the context of a Pokemon game, but I think N is fun. N is fun. The rest of Team Plasma's alright. Gestus is basically one-dimensional, but I like N's presence as an overtly antagonistic rival who keeps showing up, messing with you, having very threatening teams most of the time. I like the kid. He's a creepy little weirdo.
If you were going to start praising the story, I was going to throw the bullshit flag in the podcast, so...
Yeah.
Overall.
I also love how this was really hard to Nuzlocke. We had to get by on very few encounters. We had to deal with those level caps. I've never felt this challenged in Pokeboomers before. This sounds like I'm spinning a negative to be a positive, but I feel like I really couldn't like sort of juke the challenge. I had to work with what I have, go to war with the army I had. This felt more challenging than any other season by far. Sound, of course, continues to slap. Game Freak does good game music. I feel like that's pretty uncontroversial. I'm not going to explain that. I like Audino grinding. I know some people don't, but I do. It's like Metal Slimes in Dragon Quest, and I love Dragon Quest. There were some map parts. Like, every member of Team Plasma outside of N is really boring and predictable. Hugh, you even brought this up after I'd written the note, like, why do the Seven Sages and the Shadow Triad exist?
Yeah.
They serve absolutely no purpose.
To move you a couple pixels across the street to talk to N and advance the plot, I guess.
Or, like, the Seven Sages are like, oh, yes, our king, our king, our king.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's not great. They were in the they were in the cold storage, too, hanging out.
Yeah, just, like, cut them. You don't need them. Just have more grunts, or, like, executives or something. I don't know. That should not be in math. That should be in bad. Okay, so I guess that's my only math point. Bad. No fishing. There's no reason for this. Why lock fishing to post-game? That's really irritating. And I was not a fan. Berries. You know, I can't fault them for at the time going with, like, okay, let's try this new mechanic. Like, you know, we can have this tied to, like, a website, but, you know, game preservation, this is one of the areas where it shows its pitfalls. When you, like, you have to connect to some kind of live service, and oops, that doesn't exist anymore, so we had to basically get by with almost no berries. You know, we couldn't be doing Season 4 where I ended with, like, 300 citrus berries in my pack or something, so I could have that additional security. And it just narrowed strategic options more and more. The season mechanic. It's the day-night cycle, but 1,000 times worse. Straight up. It was very negligible at first, but as time went on, it got more and more pronounced. Like, we couldn't get the substitute TM. It was very hard to get an ice type. You know, it was only a few ports where it really came into play, but when it had an effect, it had a really bad effect. And then, if you've been following Pokeboomers for a while, you know what my final point is. It's time for Vimber to monologue about effort values. I understand if you look at Pokemon primarily as a mechanical exercise, and I think that's perfectly valid to do. We're a Nuzlocking group, we're a Nuzlocking podcast. EVs make a lot of sense. They're a way to customize your Pokemon, shore up weaknesses, and enhance strengths. I think it's fine from that. But if you look at Pokemon more as an RPG, stat experience, or DVs, whatever it was called in Gen 1 and 2, where just you use Pokemon more in battle, everything gets better. It has more ludonarrative harmony. Because the reason we're able to do well as trainers and do all these things in game is because the bond we have with our Pokemon, and stat experience directly reflects that by, like, your long-standing Pokemon are just better in every way because they've gone on these journeys with you, not you have selectively depopulated 126 Patrats and or Lillipups, and that has made one of your Pokemon buffer. Now, you might say, well, Vimber, what about friendship? Friendship has been a mechanic since Gen 2. True, but friendship, until next generation, only boosts return and friendship evolutions. It doesn't have that impact that stat experience has, and I would argue is more mechanically reflective of what friendship should do. Also, I continued hate abilities. Pokemon's clearly not getting rid of those, but, like, I caught a Woobat. It was a good Woobat. Woobat's a cool Pokemon. Friendship evolution, so you can evolve it early. Flying Psychics and E-type, it had good stats, but it had the ability of Klutz, where you can't use held items, as opposed to its other ability, which is something that doesn't actively amputate the Pokemon's usefulness. And that's infuriating me, that you can have, like, a 50 or 33% chance of, like, oh, your Pokemon's just worthless. Sorry. That's infuriating me. But I had a great time. I loved the challenge. Overall, I give Gen 5 a 9 out of 10.
Oh my god. Oh.
That hurts.
Bro, did I even give Gen 4 a 9? Okay, whatever. Valen, do your thing.
Alright, so I'm going to go over what I thought was the MVPs. Vim, for you, I'm gonna say it's your Amoga. I had a pain in the ass time fighting that thing, and once I saw it was dead, I was like, "Whew." For Hugh, it was your throw. On my second run back, I got a throw, and it made a world of difference. It actually made the game somewhat okay. My MVP, I'm gonna say, is Jill the Shiny Audino. Jill the Shiny Audino pulled me out of so many situations where it could have went south. And then I guess I'll do the good, the bad, and the ugly. So for the good, soundtrack. I love the soundtrack in it. The pushing the DS to the limits, absolutely loved it. They did something. They did things to it that made me go, okay, I see what you're doing, Game Freak. All right. The Pokédex, I did not realize I liked as many Pokemon out of this generation as I did, because I see it come up and just be like, oh yeah, that one. That one's kind of a state. I don't know, one of my favorites. And then that's it. So for the bad,
That's it.
level caps for the gyms. Like, it's fine to have level caps and everything, but why does the level cap only go up by 4 levels every gym? It's just, here's 4 levels, and the guy's like, oh, you can level your Pokemon up to level 30 and they'll still listen to you. Yeah, well, too bad in order to make this gym fight fair, I have to go up 4 levels. Pokemon take forever to evolve this generation. That is just... Ugh. Oh. Like, I caught a Dino on Victory Road, and I looked up its evolution level, like, you know, if I beat Getsus, this thing still wouldn't evolve. And I get it, it's the pseudo-legendary. It takes a lot of effort to have a fully evolved pseudo-legendary. But, holy hell, all the other pseudo-legendaries are like, what, level 55 to level up, level 45 to level up, to evolve?
I'd say 50 is the average, yeah.
Yeah, about 50, 55. No berries, besides just having a thief Audinos. I've stared at more Audinos this generation, this Nuzlocke, than I care to ever look at ever again. No Safari Zone. I still hate that. I still hate that quite a bit. No fishing rod. Like, why is that a post-game thing? It's literally like the third town you usually get your fishing rod. This one's just like, oh, you have to beat the Elite Four and gets us first. I'm like,
It's one of the prizes
why?
for beating and gets us. You're like, congrats on beating the Elite Four. Here's a fishing rod. It's like, go fuck
congratulations
yourself.
on being champion. Here's your fishing rod. Go get a different hobby. Oh, and I forgot one thing for the good. Infinite use TMs. I do love that. But now back to the bad. Why are all the good TMs locked away in post game? Like, oh, you want Ice Beam? You better have this one specific Pokemon that can learn it, but don't evolve it. Otherwise, it's just going to get moved further back, and you're not going to get it. And I guess that makes the Eviolite very useful, because you have to sit there if you want certain moves that are locked behind post game. You have to sit there and put the time into that one form of the Pokemon. So it's just like, well, better make sure it doesn't die.
Dude, don't copium Eviolite right now. Don't copium it. It's bad. You're right. It's a bad thing that Eviolite's relevant for that long.
It is. Ugh. But for my final score of this game, has not changed since the mid-review, even after running it back, thinking that it could potentially get better. It is still a 3 out of 10 for me.
Boom. Okay. That just leaves me. I'm going to hopefully not dawdle on everything that we've already hit with both hosts. MVPs for Vimbert, it's the Carracosta, man. Big old glory. Like, every week in PvP, I was like, oh man. And it's gotten you out of a few situations in PvE as well. I don't think it's, like, I think it was close between the Carracosta. Like, Haxorus is obviously, like, the lame, boring answer, right? Haxorus won my Elite Four, too, so I can say that's my MVP. But I think, like, if you take Haxorus out of the equation, I think Caracosta, then I didn't even really think about how much of work Emolga did for you until 2 weeks ago, and I think that's up there as well.
Yeah.
Avalon, I also think Jill, your Shiny Audino was your MVP. I agree with that in your first run. Sorry, I didn't really get a lot of time to know your second run in the month on your second run, but I remember the first week you brought that to PvP, and I was like, hey man, Shiny Audino is actually really good. Like all you have to do is this, and this, and then you just kicked my ass at PvP with it. You played like really good Pokemon. I was like, why do I do this to myself? It's Blissey. It's just Blissey again. It's worse Blissey. It's still Blissey though, but it has Regenerator, so it gets healthy when you switch it out. No softball, but Regenerator. My MVP is, hey, we're all unanimous on this. It's Throw. That Pokemon is a cheat code. If you get it early game, it will just carry you. It just stat sticks everything so hard, and the fact that nothing evolves fucking ever in this game, it just makes it that much stronger. Like the entire time, I didn't feel like Throw was falling off until the second to last week. Like, the only reason he didn't come to Elite Four is because he had finally fallen off in week 9 and he was too slow to do anything really. Is the only reason he didn't come with me on the Elite Four team. Kahulin, you're the homie. Great shout out to good. I picked the good name for the Irish folklore, but that's my MVP. And let's see. All right. I don't know what we want to start with. The good, obviously, with Infinite TMs. Yeah. Let's juxtapose the Infinite TMs though. They bait you with the Infinite TMs. You get a few good ones, but the rest are all behind post game. So it's nice to the Infinite TMs. The ones we did have was nice for PvP and having because in the past generations we've had PvP where you just have dumb moves on your Pokemon because I can't just spam TMs. Like you'll show up to PvP with this motherfucker has cut on it for whatever reason, but. This allowed us to have competitive movesets to the best of our abilities. But yeah, Infinite TMs are Infinite TMs, but the fact that Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Earthquake, and just a whole myriad of other moves, Bulk Up. If Bulk Up's there, Scrafty is a homie, and he would have been on the Elite Four team, but I'm not exaggerating when they gate 50% of the good TMs behind endgame. Rightfully so, but like I said, we're looking at this review in the context of this Nuzlocke challenge. When I did my mid-season review, I have my mid-season review up right now. I'm kind of glossing over the points. Eviolite is one of my favorite items. It's not my favorite item in this gen anymore because it stays relevant for too long. The evolutions are laughable. The fact that we don't there's multiple Pokemon that you do not see their final forms in. By the time the final battle in the game happens, you beat the final battle in credits roll, and they don't evolve. That's shitty. That's so fucking stupid. It's I don't know. I was really frustrated with that. Especially towards the end, that there's cool Pokemon that we just didn't get to use. The pseudo legendary Bisharp, and I guess Burbs. Yeah, I think you had a good Volby too, right? But it just
did.
Yeah, but it just doesn't evolve, and that's dumb. The level caps are horrible, and I think they have the right idea, but we were talking about Gen 6 today, and what Gen 6 does is they do the same thing, but from week 1 to week 2 they have a huge 12 level jump, right? So you're not a 4 level jump every gym when all your Pokemon evolve so late. Means you're not going to get to all your evolved Pokemon. But if you do if some point in the early game, if you have a big jump in levels between your gyms, it will be better. You'll get your third stages earlier, you'll see final forms of everything, and I think that's one of the things I'm looking forward to most about Gen 6 is the different level caps. Because this was shitty. It was good from a time perspective of this Gen 5 was great for my time until last week. Because I didn't get fuck all for encounters, and you only have to grind 4 levels every week. There's just not a lot of encounters. Coming out of Gen 4, we had options. I had 2 full PCs, not 2 full PCs, but 2 full boxes of my PCs with encounters. This one I barely had a box, And like that's just Pokemon at face value. That's not like competitive Pokemon. So I don't know. I agree with Vim that N is cool. I like N as a fight. I think the Team Plasma theme also is like probably one of my top 3 favorite Pokemon themes of all time. But like you said, Game Freak are good at music, so I still hate Audino grinding. I recognize the value of it, and I recognize the value of it for doing it on stream if you need to grind something up really quick, like 1 level. But like when I was doing my Elite Four grinding this week, and like every time I would get a sock, or every time I would get an Emolga or a Stoutland in that rustling grass, I would creep that much closer to insanity. Like it was like, I think I would like it more if it was more reliable, I guess, because I just had shitty luck with Audinos like grinding it. I also agree with you guys that I like a lot of the Gen 5 mons. I think the Gen 5 National Dex is really good, and like up until I played this game, everybody was so quick to shit on stuff like the ice cream cone and da 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 da. But I think there's not a mon that I super hate, and there's a couple in there that I really really like design wise. Yes, the challenge. The challenge was probably, if I had to pick up my favorite part of this game, it was the challenge. Like this is the hardest game that I've played to Pokemon. And yeah, you had to do it. It required a lot of thinking. How many hard modes did we do? I was
trying to remember.
I defaulted to 1 because I just couldn't do it any other way. I just didn't have a way to hit the gym super effective, is why I did 1 hard mode.
I didn't do a single one.
I think I might have done 1.
Yeah, because I don't like the gyms are hard. There's a few that were face rolling, like Vim said, but and the Elite Four was really hard too. But the challenge was like probably the best part for me. Let's see what else. Shout out to my homie Clay for Ford Truck Month. Every other gym leader is super forgettable, and I have forgotten all their names besides Burr because I know Vim likes Burr. That's why I remember Burr's name.
Oh, I thought his name was Berg. I was like, why is
what
Berg?
Berg?
It is Berg.
Berg, whatever.
Why is he not a nice gym leader?
The berries is also a super huge L. Like, why am I worried about how many citrus berries I have in the final week of Pokemon? Like, actively last night during the Elite Four, I was like, oh, I only have 3 citrus berries total. Like, that's stupid. And then Vim already drove the point home about seasons being the worst fucking thing ever. Just really, really bad day-night cycle. And, the fact that I was 1 day away from a substitute TM and making the Elite Four a whole lot easier was also just salt in the wound. I tried to keep positive on this gen, but after about week 3, I was kind of like, I see where this is going. I kind of see the pace that it's setting, and like just looking ahead in the walkthrough, I'm like, I don't think it's going to get any better, unfortunately. I say every Pokemon game starts as a 6 out of 10. Pokemon is the Madden of JRPGs, and I adjust my score from there, like 6 out of 10, and like I think my highest rated one is Gen 4 at 8.5, and Gen 5 for me is what I named my Zekrom last night when I caught up the Master Ball, a 5 out of 10. So, yeah,
That's fair. And a lot of this comes down to taste. Like, I fully owned, some of the things I listed as good, other people are going to hate.
Yeah, and like, see, like on the EV thing, like I just respect EVs from a time thing because you can trivialize the static experiences by going killing level 1 Pidgeys for 3 hours. It's the same thing, but I don't know. Like I said, to each their own. People are gonna like certain things. People are gonna like I said, it's your Gen 3, or like our Gen 3, I guess would be the proper thing where.
It's Bizarro Season 3.
There you go.
I hated Gen 3 with an undying passion. After about like week 3.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Sames. Handshake emotes.
Handshake.
All right. We got follow-alongs. Holy, we're running long. Big hour.
I mean, we always do.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we got an update here from River the Fluid, who's been in chat. Route 10, they caught Fungus among us. And Victory Road, Dino, help. Grinded until level 48 before finding Sharon, because Lord knows I'm not taking chances with this run. My plan is to try and sweep with at least 1 Pokemon to minimize possible casualties. Probably relying on Dragon Dance for any backup fights. I can't get full play-by-play, but I had way too many close calls. My starter and Azula the Galvantula died by the end, and it wasn't until the very end that I forgot to make actual backups, so I was left with 4 Pokemon to fight Pain and Gestus. Luckily, one of them was a question, the Haxorus, which after putting a Pecha Berry on would be prepared for Gestus. I was able to survive Fusion Fire from Reshiram and Sweep after setting up a Dragon Dance. Then for Gestus, I Dragon Danced when it set up Toxic, and used another Dragon Dance because I predicted correctly that it would protect. Envious. Leading me to easily sweep the rest of his team. I'm happy I got to replay this game I hold so close to my heart alongside everyone else. Well, I'm aware that not everyone had as good a time as I did, but it's still fun to revisit the games that shaped your entire life, you know? MVP Throne, the throw, and a question, Haxorus. Rating 8 out of 10.
There you go. I would also, yeah. I think everybody that got a throw is like, throw, really good Pokemon. Because I think everybody that got a throw early. I don't think there was any latecomers to the throw party.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It took me a second run to get it.
Second time's the charm.
That's pretty late.
All right. Then we got Inception 7. I absolutely rolled the Elite Four. The fighting one was the toughest. I think I got 3 of my Mons in the yellow, but it wasn't close. I actually brought Hal, my Reuniclus, just because of the fighting Elite Four, and he's really tanky. He proved useful in that fight, and I was able to beat it with no issues. As for Enengetsis, I think I would have started with Haxorus. I would have been better off. I overthought it and started with my Crocodile. I thought it was a safer bet against N, since I couldn't just Earthquake Reshiram, and I wasn't confident about Dragon Claw one-shotting. It worked out great against N because I was able to switch into Haxorus later and get 2 Dragon Dances off and sweep with no casualties. Gestus was a different story. I almost one-tapped Cofagrigus with Crunch, but he had a sliver of health, so that Crunch would have been from his Crocodile because you can't change your leads, and he Toxic me. 1 full restore and Protect later, I was at half health, and he was dead. He went to Hydreigon, and I needed to probably sack, but I didn't want to sack Mitsuru, my Crook, if I could help it, so I switched to Tomo. It got a Blizzard off. Tomo is his Samurott. It got a Blizzard off, but it was left with a sliver of health before he killed Tomo. I sent out Mienshao, who Drain Punched and killed Hydreigon. He brought in Electros, and I immediately switched to Hal, knowing Acrobatics was coming. Hal got Electros to a sliver once again before dying to Crunch. I set in Haxorus, killed Electros. He brought in Bouffalant. I Dragon Danced, which was stupid. I forgot Kiss, keep it simple, stupid. And he Earthquaked, and it didn't kill, but neither did my returning Dragon Claw. He killed Arby, the Haxorus, on the resulting Earthquake. I knew I wanted Mienshao with a matchup with B-Sharp, so I sent in Flitwick, the Chandelure, and finished off Bouffalant. Next comes Seismitoad, which, moment of the game, I fucking crit my Shadow Ball and one-shot the Froggy. That's, yeah.
Nice.
That's definitely the big moment in that pivot. In comes B-Sharp. I figured he would use Night Slash, so I felt safe to switch to Mienshao. Safe. Play would have just been to sack and maybe hope Fire the last hit, but I didn't want to lose Flitwick after his heroics. Night Slash tickled Mienshao and Dragon Punch one-tapped. Oh, excuse me. Bye, Sharp. Never playing this game again, except to level up my backups. Fuck. You can use this as my update. Rating 3 out of 10. Terrible level caps, evolution levels. TMs being reusable is a good change, but made bad by the fact you can't get most of the really good TMs until post-game. Also, huge lack of water types with no fishing run until late game. MVP, I think my MVP is Gisha, my Mienshao. I got it late, but it bodied 2.5 Elite Four members that did work on Getsus. Honorable mention to Throw, who carried early game for me. Yeah. There you go.
And like, I told Inception this privately, but like, massive respect to you for playing through, you know, not having the obligation where like, this is part of what I'm doing for streaming.
Yeah.
Still finishing out the run. Huge respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it's pronounced geisha here, by the way.
Oh my gosh. Facade.
Fachade.
Facade. Facade. Alright. We're not done yet, though. It's PvP time. Hey, points don't matter. I won, by the way. There's no amount of PvP that could...
Yep.
I won, Mim got second, and Avalen got third, is the long and short of it. So...
There's a whole lot of, like...
I think...
Whatever, let's be done with some of these teams, because there was a lot of death along the way.
Yeah.
Ended with only 3 alive. So just kind of don't worry too much about teams.
Probably not our best PvP showing coming up. I ended with 410. I did the math last night.
I ended with 240.
I did not finish.
Worried.
Winner takes all rotation battle tournament. Oh god, you're speaking a foreign language.
I never even did rotation battles.
I did the 3v3 twice. It was a mistake.
So you're starting with Hampton, right?
I can if you want me to.
I actually don't remember who Hampton is on your team.
Okay, I'm in.
All you gotta say is you want me to start with Hamter.
Fight.
We were River, but I ran out of backups with my 5. Also, everyone is shiny because whatever we're
Tradition.
at the end.
Night, night.
No rocks. Oh, that's a cool shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw enters the battlefield. Bugs resisted 12% damage. Leaf Seed will almost heal that Bug's attack. Warlick Bold?
Morlick Blade. Didn't have
Warlick.
Gold Room.
Okay, Warlick Blade. Bulk Up goes out. Hydro Pump dealing 31% damage. Another Bulk Up.
Not the move I was expecting on that thing. Okay.
Hydro Pump dealing another 30%. Payback, super effective. That was brutal.
That's a cool
Okay,
shiny too.
I like
Yeah.
that shiny.
Yeah.
Funelia?
Yep.
That's actually a good use of the green. Unlike every other shiny sprite that's green, just for the sake of being green.
Chesto Resto still making a comeback. Iron Defense. Payback, dealing.
Oh, no.
36%. Another Iron Defense goes out. This Golurk is bulky. Another Bulk Up. Earthquake. Payback, super effective, 30% damage. Max Defense. For another Iron Defense.
Mm.
Well, as high as it'll go with stat buffs. Or with buffing moves. Another Earthquake dealing 22% damage. Payback. Getting it done. Excelgor.
Ouch. No.
Circle Throat.
Go on, get it.
Get out of here.
But that's bad.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh!
Oh, I missed.
Wrist. Waterfall, 16% damage. Satan. Curse goes out.
Stop it.
I refuse.
Fucking Old Glory gonna be Is that the shiny sprite?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's darker. Cover. Rock Slide, dealing 49% damage. That Toxic, though, is going.
This is also probably my most unfun team.
Recover.
Look at this shiny sprite.
It's brighter.
Yeah, I was like, that's shiny.
Goes out. Bolt Switch.
Ooh. Well,
No chance, buddy. Bucko.
Sorry, boyo. Satan. I guess.
I like that shiny too. Weren't you dogging on that shiny?
do?
Yeah, it's
I
like
think it's a dumb shiny.
it's all rustic looking kind of.
Shifting gears. Skull 29%. There's the burn.
Lovely.
That's all we needed right there.
Discharge, super effective, 18%. Curse body, disabling discharge. Another scald goes out. Burn does damage.
Well, boy, howdy. I knew this wasn't a good team, but
Adamant,
Grind.
adamant Satan coming at you. I have Lucifer and Satan in the same party. You know what comes next?
or
Sentinel.
Spamageddon.
Waterfall, dealing 18% damage.
Interesting.
Toxic Clock continues.
I didn't know that changed.
Shadow Ball dealing 34% damage. Rock Slide will deal 34% damage. Toxic dealing 12% damage. Recover. Another Rock Fall, 32% damage.
Also, this rock slide should definitely be Stone Edge, but whatever.
As long as I go
Everything's made
first,
up and the points don't matter.
as long as I go first, it doesn't matter. Actually, I don't know. I'd have to calc it. I'm not calcing anything for at least a month and a half, so.
Understandable.
Indeed.
GG.
Stone Edge dealing a nasty chunk. And there goes the battle.
GG's.
Did I fight you?
My team is very anti-fun. Yes, River, that is correct.
Is.
Oh.
Alright, one final time in Unova. They face off. Does Avail not have a sprite, or is mine just
My sprite is missing.
weird?
Huh.
It said Ford Truck Month is over. Well,
Ford
over here, one last time. Go to war Unova style. Between you two.
You have one Pokemon that just fucking trucks my entire team. Wow.
Oh, I know which Pokemon. Okay. I was really going, which one?
Samus 2, the Darmanitan, comes out as Kukulin comes out for heat.
Why is my monkey purple?
It's not a great look. Opens with Fire Punch, critical hit.
Well.
Kukulin opening with Polka.
Samus 2. Go.
Samus 2 out for blood.
Yikes.
There's a quick swap to Satan the Jellicent. Who wears that Fire Punch?
No more Fire
And
Punch.
Curse Body disables. Swap to Rex. The Bruttigan.
Damn it.
Can resist the Scald, but does get burned.
Bruh, all my
Speaking
moves are
patch.
useless. 'Cause of the burn.
Yeah. Shadow Ball
Yep.
from Satan for a little bit of damage. Dragon
Tails,
Tails
dragon tails.
to drag out Lucifer. The Chandelure. Put in the Green Bay Packer. Had to pick up the slack from the Stoutland.
Yeah, exactly. We have constant Green Bay Packer representation.
No Shadow Ball, that's going to do it Rex Balls.
Oh,
It's Chandelure versus Chandelure
well.
As
Yeah.
Boom comes out.
Yeah, quick claw on that bad boy.
Nope.
Lucifer racks up another one. King Peru.
Oh, that's a bad sprite.
It is an ugly
Oh dear
sprite.
God, no! Why?
Swagger.
He does a
You're
swag
faster than me.
to up the attack and do confusion. Lucifer hits himself. Could this be the tempo swing?
This was the
Comes back out.
mon I was worried about.
Makes sense. Who falls to foul play? However, since it's Intimidate and not Moxie, No massive boost right away. Lilith the Lilligant comes out. Quick swap to Samus to the Darmanitan, who gets put to sleep.
No.
Yes.
Claptrap 2, the Kling Clang comes out.
Damn
Gets
it.
leaped. Captain Kid the Exadrill comes out as Valen swaps to Troy the Escavalier.
What is Exadrill shiny?
Bad.
I like it. Sets up a sword stance, which makes up for the Intimidate drop from King K. Rool, plus a little more. There's the Earthquake. King K. Rool hangs on.
Well, King K. Rool's dead.
That's a dig. Earthquake
did-
able to keep digging.
I didn't
poking.
level up enough to get Earthquake on board.
You did.
I was like, it is a steel type.
Amazing.
Didn't delay the. You had to delay the Evo till 48. Yeah.
Yeah. Troy comes out for a Valen. Another Earthquake. Troy hangs on. Reversal. Taking advantage of that low HP. Doesn't quite get it done on Captain Kid, though. Second Earthquake will take down Troy.
Oh, even though Earthquake's a physical move, it has to make contact with the Pokemon for Rocky Helmet.
Correct.
Claptrap 2 comes in for a Valen. Earthquake, super effective. Samus 2.
Wake up!
No.
GG. All right, we got one more match for the night, folks. For the main cast, at least.
Yes.
I
I think after all the pontificating we did, we will need a short break between, though.
Yeah, I definitely started the cast with an empty water bottle.
Oof.
Oof.
Hmm.
I want to watch a battle. I want to search Vimber. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Ford Truck Month Mystery Sprite, not available. Availing in the white corner in Vimbert, of course. The Gentleman Sprite in the black corner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to war for one last time in the main cast. My camera, why does my camera keep unfocusing? That is tilting me. It happens like every stream. Thank you for the shout, though. Refocus my face. Samus 2 for Valen. Warp Blade for Vimbert. It's Ford or nothing. It's got the Friday night focus. Friday night Ford focus.
Ooh.
Hydro Pump goes wide.
Yes.
You used all your Hydro Pump luck on me. Sorry. I don't make the rules. Dragon Claw. Blizzard. Yes.
It's Rex time. Oh,
Hold my
I
hand.
lived.
Damn it.
I see your Bork also has no special attack stat.
Yeah.
Hold my hand. Hold your hand behind your head like a makeup guru. I don't know how to do that. Hey, Vorklay's dead. Rex has a Dragon Claw disabled? Yeah, Dragon Claw is disabled.
Yep.
Dragon Claw, Dragon Claw. I gotta look up the makeup guru pose while you guys are Etard. Salgor. That the like showing a project and they hold it close to like with the product's my face. Samus comes out into a yawn. Finelia, superpower, gonna immune it. And Samus goes to sleep. Samus spending a lot of time asleep these last two battles.
Yep.
We love to see it.
Finalia, the Golurk. Iron Fist. Brick Break, super effective. However, that Intimidate drop's going to keep King K. Rool in this fight. However, doing a big chunk of damage with 56% of that HP. Iron Banner. Iron sharpens iron. Swagger. Me, this is... I have questions. Here comes Boo, the Chandelier. Old Glory, the Caracasta coming in on the Shadow Ball, taking a big chunk of damage. Special defense down by one stage as well. All around me are familiar faces. Rex comes out. It's the Aqua Jet. It's going to resist it. Take some rough skin damage. Chipping Caracosta down. Remember, Caracosta has that special defense drop. Each trainer with 5 Pokemon remaining got a couple Walking Dead on both sides, however. Rex at 37% HP. Old Glory at 29% HP. We got a sleeping Samus 2 in the back. However, here comes Klinklang into the resisted Dragon Claw, only loses 70% of its HP. I guess now sitting at 83% HP. Very green. A lot of green on the field. Here's Old Glory. Revenge is going to be enough to get her done, though.
I tried to big brain too hard.
No thoughts. Head empty. Eddard comes out. Rex is looking pretty dinged up, though, at 37% HP. The choice for me, Giga Drain is going to be resisted for 8%. Dragon Claw, is it enough? No, 75%. Eddard's at 25% HP. Eddard yawns, and the Dragon Claw will take it down. Remember, with 3 Pokemon on the back heel, however, we can see a quick swing when this Drowsy goes off. Maybe. Actually, I don't know how that works. Carry on. I guess comes out for Remember. We see a quick swap to Troy, the Excalibur, as we gear shift. Speed rose by 2 stages, attack by 1 stage. Gear grind. Meh. Rocky Helmet. Meh. Rocky Helmet. Reversal. Super effective. Not a lot of damage, though. I wonder if that calculates off of... I guess it's gonna... I guess it's like, no one kills me but me. And Rocky Helmets itself to death. Avalon having 5 Pokemon remaining, them onto the last 2. That Golurk and Lazy Shell. Golurk. Finalia comes out. Shadow Punch is going to get her done. Rocky Helmet going to do 1 more drop of chip damage here. Yeah, that's what I thought. River as well. I just didn't want to voice my concern while the match was happening. I didn't want to give anybody.
My brain is like on autopilot right now.
I didn't want to give anybody. I didn't want to give anybody the advantage. Shadow Ball bonk. Finale goes down. Lazy Shell. Also good. I think you had the best shiny sprites so far. Remember?
Yeah.
Stone Edge. Yeah, Boo's dead. Boo's dead. Uh-oh.
Nice.
Lazy Shell. Is Lazy Shell going to come and reverse sweep this? Automatize. Iron defense. Bonk. Bonk. Outspeed the Walking Rock. What does Lightened even do? I don't know what that is. Gear grind
alters its weight.
Oh, that makes sense in that the word is literally lightened.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just as it says on the tin.
Citrus Berry. Stone Edge. Holy, the rare Stone Edge miss. Chipping Lazy Shell down, 1 gear grind at a time. Stone Edge goes on. Rex comes out. Dragon Claw gets her done. And Avalon takes the win.
GG.
Okay, it makes low hit. There you go, low sweep hit for less damage. It's a fair point. Okay, let's bring the title screen back up. Alright. Our level cap for next week. Oh, psych. Just kidding. No.
Oh, but you would have loved that.
Oh my, yeah, we're doing
There's so much post game.
We're doing the post game everybody loves. Hey, guess what? Tomorrow I get a substitute TM though, so I just substitute Quiver Dance everything. Doesn't matter. No thoughts, head empty.
Beautiful.
So as far as outros go, we don't have an official date when we're starting the next season. I personally don't want to look at Pokemon for a little bit. I need a refresh so I can come back into Gen 6 fresh and spry. Of course, we'll have a promo tournament. All those dates will be in the Discord and the Pokeboomers channel. As soon as we hammer down the dates between all the hosts, we will post it there. And yeah, Gen 6. I guess we should. I kind of could give you guys a little time to prepare, but we were talking about this morning. Any Pokemon you're super excited for in Gen 6?
Well, I saw that there's at least one route where you can encounter Eevees in the grass, so that's kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
I also am excited to maybe get a shot at a sock since Black version said no in my run. And I don't really know out of the new Mons too well.
Damn. I don't think they.
But yeah, there are only like 70, so.
Yeah, there's not a lot of new ones that get introduced, but other new stuff. What about
Like
you,
Fairy
Alan?
type.
Yeah, what does Fairy type do?
It's dragon. Very hard.
Of Alan, this is your home turf. What Pokemon are you excited for?
I am excited for a few Pokemon actually. There's Noivern this generation. There's Tyrantrum, the Rock Dragon fossil Pokemon.
Ooh.
I'm excited about. Wow, I just had a brain fart here. The Steelix trade for the Love Disc.
Cries and ban list.
Which Steelix is not on mine, so I'm like, ooh, I can get me a Mega Steelix. Mega Evolution.
You can't get Mega Steelix, actually.
Son of a bitch!
I'm just gonna pop that bubble right now. There's only 6 Megas that we can get total in our regular play. Yeah.
I mean, the main one I'm excited for is getting Noivern, because that's like my favorite non-pseudo legendary dragon.
It's a pretty cool Pokemon.
It is.
Megas are clickbait. I guess as far as mine, I'm excited to. God, I like I said, when I said I should have gave some warning, I should have gave the warning to me instead of spraying it on myself. The Tyrant's really cool. The Rock T-Rex, Rock Dragon Fossil is pretty neat. I think I'm excited about a certain draft pick that I don't want to reveal. I don't want to spoil it right away until we're ready to talk about it. It's just something that I wasn't expecting that was going to happen, and now I kind of have to plan differently around it. God, there was one more. There was a fucking Pokemon I was really excited about that came from Gen 6.
Yeah, I'm excited to actually be using a Kanto starter as opposed to actually played through Gen 1.
Yeah.
I was like, Squirtle? Nah.
Charizard? Nah. Menma? Nah. I think Zed used Venusaur all the way through, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yep. Yeah. Because Venusaur's good, unlike the other 2 starters. And
Trevenant's in this gen too.
Oh, Trevenant's cool as fuck. I didn't know Trevenant was in this gen. Okay, Trevenant's the one I'm most excited about. That's a cool fucking Pokemon. Does it get the stupid berry thing?
I'm not for sure.
Where it gets like, is it called Harvest? Where it just keeps reusing berries?
Oh god.
Hey, I'd have to look that up. I don't think I used a Trevenant. I just remembered fighting one and be like, hey, that's a cool Pokemon.
That, yeah, I remember that. I was doing PU scrims and like that happened to me and I couldn't get past it because it just kept re-eating citrus berries. Talonflame,
Hey,
discount Moltres. Yeah.
You're just like, why are you doing this?
All right, we're gonna give our host a quick break. We're gonna go refill our waters and use the restroom, and then we'll be back for Pokeboomers After Dark. Stay tuned. One, and we're back with the live stream. Click over. There it is. It's After Dark. Here are my hosts, Twitches. Again, we're joined by River Inception. Welcome.
Oh shit, that's my one.
I don't know who's fighting who first.
Don't
matter to me. It's up to you.
7, you can go. I always go first.
Okay, I'll send a challenge your way.
Holy. The
Okay.
challenge is called, I'm trying to click my Pokeboom. There it is. All right.
Okay.
We in here. Which monster are you guys most excited about in Gen 6? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Did you send the challenge?
I sent the challenge. For some odd reason, when I...
Oh, there it
We
is. Ubas.
Who you starting with?
I can't wait for all the Ubers to be
Empty
down.
tea.
Wow, wow, wee, wow, whoa.
Well, this is very unfortunate.
You want to click that
If only,
superpower.
if only you had, if only you had Earthquake.
Yeah.
King K. Rule.
If only you had Earthquake.
If only.
That attack decrease.
If only we
Don't
could
worry, in Gen
fly.
6 you get a crap ton of, like, overpowered TMs before the second gym.
So, but that's my hoodie.
Ooh, Flitwick holding on.
Damn.
Kapow! Flitwick busted.
Flitwick is the shit.
Please nerf. Full 53. Too strong.
I don't think you want to nerf the good mons. I
but
think there's
that would
enough. I just realized you have an ice cream cone on your team. Nice.
I do.
Did you get any use out of it at the end game? I was.
I didn't use it.
Oh.
It's only here because my monster.
It's here.
Oh, it was.
Oh, it's
okay,
here as
gotcha.
backup. Also, rip.
Inception, how fast is your Flitwick? Just
Pretty
asking.
fast.
Just asking. What's the exact number, though?
Probably 172-ish.
It is between 80 and 152.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
got that hidden power.
Oh yeah, the hidden power that killed me last time.
I'm literally fighting Gavin on one end. I'm fighting solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear the battle that you're
A war on two
experiencing in
fronts.
real life. Truly an unfair time.
That's a very uninspired shiny, by the way, for
No,
Blackpink.
it's just a little darker blue.
Yeah.
It's not Pokemon with at least a handful of god awful shinies.
Yeah.
Apparently, Mega Evolutions have Mega Evolutions have completely different shinies to what their regular forms have. Like
Interesting.
Gengar goes from barely changed to fully white.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cries
I
and
have seen
Gengar on
the
ban
full
list.
white Gengar, and I was like, "What is that?"
Cries and ban list.
Female Mian Chao.
Yeah.
Wait, you have Gengar on your
That's
ban
what-
list, Evelyn?
Gen 4.
I mean, there's only oh yeah. I was gonna say Gen 1, there's only a couple good Pokemon in Gen 1.
Yeah, but also
Ours was
the
Gen
entire
2.
run for Gen 1 was really easy.
PG.
Yeah, Gen 1 was a super meme, and I'm a dummy for not just taking Starmie and, I probably could have just took Starmie to the Elite Four, it'd been fine. And not banned anybody else, but I was like, let's ban Lapras, because of the tugboat,
It's
tugboat
funny,
trinity.
in Gen 6 they give you a free Lapras.
We in here.
Pain.
Casual free Pokemon.
You guys are jokers for trading a Love Disc for Steelix, though, if you do that trade. Cringe. Love Disc is the best
Cringe.
Pokemon.
I don't even want a Steelix.
Wow.
Love Disc is all I need.
I thought Love Disc evolved into a mole.
It doesn't.
It
doesn't.
should.
It really should.
It doesn't. The biggest disappointment in all of Pokemon history. It doesn't evolve into Alola Mola.
I'm convinced they just forgot to add the evolution. Now it's gone on too long for them to. Actually, you guys, when did Alola come out? Gen 5?
This
Gen 5.
This
Yeah,
gen-
so when me and my team were working on it, actually, there was a break in the code, and that's why the evolution chain didn't get thing.
we thought
and
it worked, but unfortunately.
Yeah, we just couldn't get it fixed. The anime was airing, so we had to push out the game too fast.
Yep.
It's oh my god! Fun fact: Alola was the very first Pokemon from Gen 5 shown in the anime. Other fun fact:
Really?
the Gen 5 anime is shit.
They definitely made a choice by showing that one first.
Yeah, that's a choice for sure.
It was oh my god! I grew up with the Gen 5 anime. It
Ooh.
was so bad. It was so bad.
I grew up with the Gen 1 anime.
That like Ash is an idiot because he's new in that. Ash is an idiot in Gen 5 because they made him an idiot.
I grew up with the VHS tape of the Dodrio and Rapidash race episode.
Yeah, buddy.
And the Safari Zone episode where they talk about how the kid just got dropped out of an air balloon into the Safari Zone and was raised by Kangaskhan.
Oh my god.
And my parents refused to buy me the VHS where Ash went to fight the the grass gym because they were like, "No, you don't want this, Fimber."
No, there's
Like,
cross
no, I
dressing.
do.
There's cross dressing in it.
Big
Yeah,
Erica.
Watch
I'm
out.
sure that was the concern. It didn't save me.
I turned out just fine.
What did it say? Oh, Ironhead. I was like, what did it...
Yep.
Vortic bald.
I kind of regret not using my Jellicent until this week. I kind of got turned off by its IVs and its adamant nature, but it seemed to do fine tonight. Pretty good Pokemon.
Yeah.
It is good Pokemon.
For some reason, even though I put my Jellicent as female, the sprite is showing up as male.
That's weird.
I think
I really hope it fixes itself.
I literally just get to use it tonight, I think. Yeah, I put it on my ban list. I did. Yep. Cool.
No more Jellicent.
That ban list is growing long.
It sucks
Oh, look,
because
it's
Gen
fun.
6 relies so much on previous generation Pokemon.
It's good for the
I'm
content.
just gonna get rid of that move.
Will-O-Wisp? Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
I cannot hit it. I cannot hit.
You're
Keeps
so
happening
unlucky
like
with
this.
that. We gotta stop meeting like this.
I was about to ask if we can get hidden abilities in Gen 6, but if we do, that means Greninja gets Protean, which it seems like a bad...
You can't get hidden abilities outside of breeding.
Okay, that answers my question.
Oh, that thing can learn acrobatics.
Yep.
Well, that's not for me.
In the further generations, certain special encounters can have a chance of giving you hidden abilities.
Isn't there an item in Gen 8 that changes your ability? Am I a crazy
In
person?
Gen 8 and 9, there are ability patches. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's one that gives you the hidden ability. There's one that just swaps the ability, and there's one that gives you the hidden ability.
Holy!
Yeah.
I guess with
Ah.
return coming in clutch one last
The
time.
one tap.
Damn,
Holy!
the power of friendship.
For real.
Uh-oh.
Cling Clang gets like really good exclusive moves that only Cling Clang gets.
I'd argue that its medieval brethren next gen gets pretty moves, good moves too.
Oh yeah, the Sword and Shield Pokemon.
Yeah, we're banning.
The Sword.
We're
My
banning
favorite
that.
Pokemon. Sword, two swords, and Sword and Shield.
No, not the burn. You were supposed to miss.
Why is it bad? Wait, why is it gonna be bad?
Because it's like busted Ubers and
Yeah.
Is it actually an Ubers?
yes.
Yup.
Oh yeah, because they nerfed it in later generations.
Yeah,
they
this-
nerfed its
yeah.
signature move
This gen it just kills everything and it's not fun.
from reverse swords dance to only intimidate.
Yeah.
God, it was so disgusting.
I think the second form with that Evilite might be fine for use.
No, that's actually a valid strat for it.
Yeah, I'd have to like look at the.
I think you have to level it up with a King's Rock or something.
I'm leaning on us playing in the OU format as my new
GG.
rule.
BG.
So
Problem is, you'd never be able to use Greninja.
That'd be the only exception. We'd play in Ubers technically, but we would you'd have to validate an OU because the person in
Remake and Ubers.
you just copy the team. That's all you have to do. Yeah,
That's what I mean.
It's like only when if whoever's Greninja gets to Greninja, then you switch to Ubers, but otherwise,
Yeah.
OU.
That's an open question with this crew. Starters don't always live a long time.
Only Hughes.
Holy,
made
Matt,
it
you're
to
bad
the
at
end.
this.
Why? Okay. Fine.
You're
User.
searching for battles, not finding a user.
I'm finding a user right here. I'm on stream. I'm literally live. I'm clicking Inception 7. Open. Challenge.
Oh God.
Oh, it's right
What's
here.
going on?
Challenge you to random battle. Gen 9. I was playing Gen 6.
There you go. I got
I
it.
scrolled to the top.
Too late. Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Big caster McGraw. Hello, hello.
Ahoy, caster.
Big first time chatter. Oh gosh, let's see. Who are you leading with?
Hamster.
God damn it.
I
don't
still have
know,
I still have a
actually.
hamster at the very end, so I can say
I
that
do
I'm
pass
starting
on
with
a hamster
hamster.
at the very end.
My starter is technically alive, but he's in the
Oh,
PC.
baby.
Well,
Yeah,
Well.
Hughes' starter is only alive. Oh my God, the honor duel.
do you feel lucky? Oh
I don't. You have a level on me,
The
bro.
honor
yeah, I do.
So how many people are going to have their naming?
Oh, we got him!
You are
We
fast.
fucking got him!
How fast is yours?
132.
Oh, mine's 127.
Y'all better hope I don't. Y'all better hope. Y'all better hope I don't win first, second, or third in the tournament. Y'all better hope I don't win.
Ooh, how are oh, you're fast.
Yeah, he's a fast boy.
Easy come, easy go.
I always forget that Crocodile's fast,
Well, comparatively.
comparatively.
You know, Chinese are supposed to make the sprite better, and then I saw crocodiles.
Yeah, it's so bad.
He goes from
Crocodile
give me your lunch
shiny
money.
sprite. Sorry.
He goes from give me all your money to hi, how are ya?
It looks like the crocodile has like a disease.
I have to say, its head is shaped like a dick. I have to say it.
Not wrong.
And
let's
its shiny
see.
sprite makes it so much worse.
Did you low roll or did you high roll? Yeah, never mind.
I don't think it matters.
I think I just lose.
Mulligan sweep.
Oh,
Oh fuck. Oh god.
Very cool.
If you had Moxie, it would be even more over.
seriously.
Big Satan. Let's get a burn. Nope. Nope.
The one time you needed it most.
Maybe if you'd had hydro pump.
No. And then it would have just missed.
Yeah, it's true. It's you. It would have missed.
This is known.
It is no.
Yeah. It's Hamster 3.
You
This
and
is my
Valen and I are
best.
just
I should have did that a lot earlier, huh?
Yep. Definitely should have.
Hamster
That was
3
my
is
best
fast.
Pokemon, by the way. It had the high weight. It was Adamant with the highest EVs I've had.
nice.
GG's.
GG's.
River, I
Uh-oh,
sent
right
you a
away.
challenge.
Wait, River has to fight his
I have to
Wait.
fight River.
Yeah.
Holy.
You gotta damn slow your roll.
Valen's
Speed.
I sent one.
deja vu.
We in there.
Okay,
Valen's
good.
just
Jellison did
super
change
eager to
gender.
Flowchart out of Gen.
Flowchart
Season 5
out.
Forever.
Yeah.
Get it?
My fight, my
He just wants out
fight, my fight with a Valen is his exit gate. Never
Okay.
has to think of it ever again.
The gate's right there. The plane's about to leave. I'm going to France.
Big
My
free-
first, this is my first green shiny.
I think the record for longest Pokemon battle on Showdown is like 1800
100
turns.
some.
It's
Oh,
1800,
yeah.
yeah.
Something crazy.
Like 30, like 200 people were watching it at the same time or some shit.
Didn't it even happen during some tournament?
It happened. Yeah, it happened at a tournament too. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't just
It
two
was
people
so
trying to.
awful.
Yeah, it wasn't just two people trying to mess around.
Ooh, Labrys is a really good name for a female Excavalier. Good call there, Seven.
Will I
Heck
die?
yeah.
Ooh! We live in.
Barely.
You know, it would be a really
Flinch.
good move on a
Flinch,
scout
flinch,
player.
flinch. Yes!
Wow.
Extreme speed.
Yeah.
Extreme speed Excavalier. Revenge
Well,
kill. Let's
Look
go.
at that. We're back to where we start. Oh, I guess there's rocks on the field.
There are the sneaky pebbles.
The
It
sneaky
looks
pebbles.
like a jouster. It should be able to have a priority move.
Bullet punch, I think, would be more appropriate than extreme speed, but
I don't think it should get a fast move. Ooh, this is a nice shiny.
it's purple. Yep, that tasted purple.
Yeah, purple Jellicent looks way better than green Jellicent.
Why? I thought I would be able to live at least one. I don't know what I was thinking.
As stated, Mitsuru is real good for 7.
Bro, it just looks like the spotlight is on him. And that's a shiny.
Is a really lame shiny for the homie.
Poor lad.
Justice for throw.
It's just throw as played by Donald Trump.
The big shiny play would be to make throw blue and then sock red for the shinies.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
I was expecting you to try and predict with Chandelure.
Negatory.
Regular poison too. You love to see that.
It's rare.
It is rare. I feel like you either see burn or toxic, or sleep, I guess. Oh,
Or
Bruce!
paralysis.
Bruce got that green jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Homie Bruce.
I actually kind of like the green.
Why? I'm like thinking you're gonna switch every time, and I keep mispredicting. I don't know what I'm thinking right now.
It do be like that sometimes.
You flowchart in it.
I'm flowcharting it. It's just a flowchart.
Okay, see, if I had a crit, I would have. If I didn't get crit, I would have lived that. All right, good to know.
Yep, you would have.
Man, I would have liked to have a Mian Xiao.
Are you kidding me?
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, the one turn
Are
wake
you
up.
shitting me? I just needed one turn.
Holy fuck!
Couldn't. This is the
Oh,
coolest
that's
shiny
sick.
I have.
I will say-
This is the coolest shiny I have, and I'm happy that I have.
I
it.
didn't think that Haxorus could look any cooler, and then I saw it shiny sprite. That was a cool
I
fucking
know,
Pokemon.
It
right?
is really cool. It's a cool
It's
one.
literally your aesthetic, Hugh.
It's literally,
It's-
yeah. It's
The
my jam.
red just clashes like perfectly.
Bloody claws.
Exactly. It looks like it bathed in your freaking blood.
Axorus knows peace is a lie.
You fool.
Bonk.
That ice cream cone does not get any use.
Poor ice cream cone.
This is
Holy, the
this
quad
is-
resist.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen Sneaky Pebbles do that little damage.
Dragon Dance, man.
I'm sorry. It was literally. What? I don't know if this will kill.
We'll soon find out.
I don't know what I can hit you with. That'll be. It's like I gotta check dragon typing.
It's
it
only
really
weak
makes
to
it
dragon and
dragon?
ice.
It resists.
I imagine it's the resistances.
And looking at
Oh.
resistances.
Fire, water, electric,
Electric?
Okay.
grass. Basically, like if you think of the typical pairings that go with what a dragon is.
Yeah, that's a fucking cool.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Let me push one button and win. That's so cool.
I'm so
Fucking hell,
sorry.
that's tilting.
I am so sorry. At least you'd never have to look at Gen 5 ever again.
Don't accept
Never
Valence,
looking at
hold 'em
Pokemon
hostage.
again.
Yeah.
If I would have,
Now
if I could pick a rule, it'd
I'm
be
in a
banning
Valence
that
fight.
move. What a shit move.
I'm in a Valen's game.
Oh damn!
I don't like
Slizzle.
relying on it either, but I feel like otherwise I wouldn't have
I'm gonna
been able to finish my run.
I didn't even use it in my Elite Four.
I'm gonna
Shit,
I'm gonna
but
save
it's
you
just,
guys.
Like, get out of jail free card.
I've come to save you from Gen 5. Now accept your fate. Shit.
Yes.
It's fine.
Resisted.
God damn it.
Yes. Bonk.
Resist.
Resist.
Rex. Shepherd.
Rex.
Oh no, I was expecting a Rocky Helmet duo with that.
I thought that's what I was going for, and then I was like, oh yeah, I put it on the extra, or not the extra, the Escavalier.
Chevalier.
Mm,
Good old high jump kick.
I don't know. Shit.
Microsoft Defender summary. Did not find any threats since your last summary. Big ups to no viruses on my computer.
That Windows knows about.
Dun 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 dun.
Shit.
Have a burn.
I believe. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
That was.
Thanks.
Oh, God.
That's
You
why I
out for
get
blood?
that.
Big boo.
No, just regular bit.
Get out of here.
Bonk. Can you defeat a Hampter of Valen?
Possibly.
Yes. Is shell armor its hidden ability or is weak armor its hidden ability?
I think weak armor is hidden.
Weak armor is hidden.
Okay. Okay.
It got a kill. Let's go. Hampter.
Mm-mm.
This feels familiar.
Yes.
Indeed.
Flinch. Shit.
Not this time. That's all.
Do I go
Reversal
for?
did,
Do I
huh?
go for?
Yeah.
You-
Interesting.
reversal
I
is
know-
not good on a non. I knew that would happen. I freaking knew it.
I was genuinely concerned why no one was pushing Ironhead on it. Like the last two battles.
I think.
No, it doesn't.
I
It
think
just
was-
hits you super effective. It says right there in the log.
Oh.
Because rock.
I skipped the thing because I'm like I'm dead.
I just don't know steel typings.
It changes next gen too.
Yep, so it's fine.
King K. Rule.
Intimidate into a predicted dragon dance is an interesting interaction.
Ooh!
Fuck! Oh fuck!
It still might be
Uh-oh.
a dragon dance.
Yeah.
sweep.
I know
No,
what I know what
there's
you're gonna
there's
do.
something. Oh my god.
Oh,
Available. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying anything.
Damn, I thought Flare Blitz would take priority.
It's two times.
You're throwing so
Why?
hard. You're throwing so hard
There
right
you
now.
go. There
No,
you go.
you're throwing even harder right now. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, there. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm like, no, I gotta see how many I can get out before it ends.
Deck.
This is
Wake
not a
up.
guaranteed. This is not a guaranteed
Wake
win.
up.
Oh.
Oh
my
my
God,
god!
it did.
You gotta be shitting me right now, dude.
I'm
No!
That was greedy.
It was
Oh.
no. We're still on
My
this.
God.
And you might. What is
Oh
happening?
my God.
What is happening? Do I get greedier? I'm greedy.
Damn it.
It was needed. It was
Alright.
needed. Now we have the quad. Oh no, I forgot it was only at 7%. Oh god. Pedal dance.
GG.
GG.
All you had to do was throw in your
Yeah.
your Excalibur. You just had to throw in your Excalibur, who's at 7% already, and it just dies and it kills the Haxorus.
Or the rough skin thing.
But
He's
no,
just
you,
flowchart.
you know,
He's
you,
just
you
flowchart.
needed the dragon to fight the Lilligant, because the
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Hugh. I'm doing Vimbert last because he enjoys Gen 5.
Here's what
I
I did.
enjoy Gen 5, but I also don't want to play Pokemon for a bit after tonight.
Nah, that's completely fair.
Here's what I did. I was at the gate to Kalos. I looked at my 3D. I looked at my DS. I popped Pokemon White out of the cart, out of the DS. I threw it in the garbage and hopped on the plane.
Oh my gosh. That's a bit excessive.
And I'd do it again.
We get passionate around here. Like,
Is
you know,
Ghost does
What?
Ghost resist bug? I think it does. I can't
yes,
remember.
I
Yeah.
think so. This
I
is
trust
something I really should
Vimbert.
know.
This is something I should know. Okay.
I'll fact check it.
I think I resist rock too, don't I?
Yeah, Ghost does resist bug.
I don't think you resist rock. No, you don't
No.
resist rock.
I never
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm dead.
True.
The water interaction.
Typical water interaction.
Someday we'll all learn how to.
Look
play
how
Pokemon.
ugly this shiny is.
Honestly, I think the green kind of works for it.
No.
I'm gonna be honest.
Ooh, I don't like that. Oop. You,
Quad
shit.
resist.
you were supposed to switch.
No, I like using high jump kick against an opponent with 2 ghost types. If I had a
Old
higher,
blue.
if I didn't have my god awful nature, I probably would have killed there.
Full send. Oh my god.
Ooh, let's go!
Oh,
The 1 HP in a dream, literally 1 HP.
so close.
Send it.
Here it comes. Death.
Hit
Sucker
Will-O-Wisp.
If Bruce had Sucker Punch, I would be running one.
Yeah, I probably would have.
It's time.
Yeah, probably same. Despite my, you know, my Scraggy having like 6 IVs to its name.
Yep, there it is.
Not quite that bad, but
I
close.
probably should have used Shadow Claw. Oh, time to press the button again.
The greed.
Yes, yes. Oh no!
Ooh, there you
Oh
go, Hugh.
no! Wow. Okay, you got me there. You got me there. Okay.
Wow.
Yep. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Ooh.
Oh my god, you outplayed me so hard.
Meow.
Yep. 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 Yep.
You get what you.
I'm
fucking
sad. My
deserve.
Jelson didn't get to do much this
I was like,
PvP.
Inception's gonna say something.
I got fucked. I got so greedy. It finally caught up with me.
In your
Yes.
uterus.
Poison. Fuck.
Hey, there we
Wait,
go.
buddy,
Task,
wow.
task failed
Can I just-
successfully.
Can I just
He
forfeit?
doesn't have guts.
He doesn't have guts, no. He has inner focus. Unless he changed it between the last 2 battles.
Why would I do that?
Exactly.
Why would I
That's-
give
I- yeah,
myself
no.
an advantage? Why would I give myself an advantage? This truly is the saddest moment.
I was ready for that dragon
This-
dance.
Clearly.
Yep. there you go,
GG's.
GG. You never have to look at Pokemon for another month.
Don't have to look at Gen 5 ever again.
Well, one more fight.
Oh yeah, I don't have to play Gen 5 ever again.
You just abandoned the fight. It's like, oh, stream over.
God, I probably just get hard rolled here, but I'll try.
Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Let's be charitable. I could easily screw up as I have several times now.
True. I just have absolutely zero faith in my team this week.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
The two. I used this before for this exact the pre-dragon dance click button to win. But it requires extra steps, so it's not as consistent. If that thing still might be faster.
It dummy fast.
No, I'm still
It's
faster.
not.
Wait.
Shit.
I was wondering when you were gonna do that.
I had a little too much faith in both.
Lured me into a false sense of security. That's what he meant to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Just take it. Just take it.
I clearly just did. You saw how much damage that did.
Wait it out. Wake up.
Play for the crits.
Wake up. Wake up now.
I have actually nothing.
Have your
to
Disco
grasp.
Elysium moment. Wake up.
Push back buzz.
By the way, someone
Yeah,
voted for a
that's-
Stunfisk
oh my
over
God.
Zoroark.
Wake up.
Someone voted what?
For Stunfisk over Zoroark. Zoroark?
Really?
Stunfisk.
That's a-
It's such a lad.
It might be me actually.
Oh my god. Judging you for the rest of time.
See similar reasons to my
Keep
starter.
going.
See similar reason to my starter draft.
Fair. I got one shot here.
Oh, the boy. Lazy shot.
69.
The memes. Wah.
Confusion hits myself, dies.
I would have loved that.
Also, Zoroark is a Digimon, not a Pokemon.
Shit.
It really
No.
is.
It definitely, yeah. it looks
If you have not seen the 2 box legendaries for the sequel games, because those are Digimon. It literally Digivolves.
Were those
Into
the
that.
things that you
Kind of, yeah.
That I
in?
posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are the.
Those
yeah.
are those are very Digimon. I've been playing a lot of Digimon Survive.
Digimon's cooler
I've
because
seen
they are
the
afraid to
pixels.
give people guns.
It's true.
Hit once, thank you. Oh my god!
Doesn't matter.
I'm-
Crit.
So disappointed.
Big Finelia. It's a cool fucking shiny. That's probably my favorite shiny tonight. It looks like it should be. It looks like it should be in Black Temple, in Burning Crusade.
Yeah.
Has like that Elden Fell flame. Like yeah.
That I don't get, but I do like the way it looks.
Old Glory, hang on, buddy.
I keep thinking there's gonna be a switch. I thought you were gonna go to Jealousy and
Holy,
make me
these crits.
crash.
Nope, just a Vimluck crit.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
Ooh, Victini out round 1. Interesting.
Victini looks like a Digimon.
I didn't know who Victini was until we did our legendary thing. I was like, what the fuck is that?
I know, same.
Amazing.
It's ready to fucking win. That's what.
Yeah, I don't think Hydro Pump's the play, buddy.
Why didn't you use Scald?
You think I have Scald on this thing?
You get Scald TM.
Yeah, you get Scald in the TM. The
My
face.
Have it on
Jellicent
its
had
set.
its end moveset. Yeah, one of the sets is. Okay, never mind.
I think I had
What's good
Scald
about
on
Scald?
mine.
Is it the same as Surf? Or
Yes.
just also.
No,
like,
it's less damage than Surf.
put it
Might
for-
get a chance to burn.
Well, this is awkward.
You basically
Sure is.
if you're not running Toxic, you want to run Scald. Or yeah, no, if you're not running Will-O-Wisp, you want to run Scald.
Does Disable ever run out?
It does eventually. I think.
Also, did no one use any Lumberries this entire night? Was I the only goober that put a Lumberry on their Pokemon?
Yes.
I don't even think I got a Lumberry in my second run.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Time to disable it again.
Well, it's been a good life. No crit. All right.
How many Hydro Pumps did you use?
Don't
You had
worry about
another. You had another.
You can
Another.
you can just hover over it. It tells you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You live.
Oh,
Ah, damn it.
but
Here it comes.
the moment of truth.
Do it.
Wait.
Yes.
We're supposed to crit.
It was supposed to crit. Is crit still twice damage or 1.5? It's twice.
It's twice.
That's a great question.
It's 2 times.
Wake
It
up.
wakes up, kills me.
It absolutely would have with a return boosted by
Yeah.
Silk Scarf.
Oh.
Alas,
Oh.
GG.
GG.
Yeah, I decided to
Is that
steer
all of
into
them?
the meme with
Wait.
Igus since return was what helped it.
Yeah, it should be all.
Wait.
That's all?
No. Oh, you already fought your van? Yeah. Okay.
It's everyone.
All right.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Smell you later, Unova.
Thank God.
Here's the Discord again. It's not in there.
fine.
Here is my rivals once again.
I still can't believe.
Why is my camera?
Vin, you rated Gen 5 higher than I did. I can't believe you did that.
It is wild. And if you keep an eye out for when we start Gen 6, you all can play along with us if you're crazy enough to hang with the Nuzlocke.
Yeah. All right.
You viewer out there.
Until next time. I don't know. Fuck you, Nova.
Wow.
Just kidding. 5 out of 10.
I'm not.
5 out of 10.
3 out of 10.